Hello everyone, welcome to Tea and Banter. This is me, Mary Elizabeth. So today I just wanted to give you a quick update on audiobooks. So all my life I'm a reader. I love to read and was never a fan of audiobooks, and in fact I'm still not. However, I am in a sense because I do a lot of driving, and in that instance audiobooks are fantastic. But the reason why I say I'm not a big fan is, to me, I'm technically not reading. I'm being read to, which isn't a bad thing. I just don't, again, consider it reading. But as an audiobook, when you're doing long rides, and I drive a lot every day, the audiobooks are fantastic, and there is something to be said about being read to, as well as the narrators. A lot of the narrators are fantastic, some not so much, but overall I've had good experiences with it. So just to give an example, before 2020, I didn't have to drive as much as I do now, and the amount of audiobooks that I listen to is probably about, I will be generous and say 10 audiobooks in 30 something years. It just, again, my friend and I used to do road trips to go meet authors and get our books signed, and so we would put an audiobook on then. But other than that, I like to have a book in my hand. I love to smell it. The sensories of reading a book is just something that I enjoy. I love the turning of the page. I love reading the written words. So for me, audio isn't, the end all be all. However, I'll give an example of how much I'm driving now, and therefore audiobooks are a big part of my life. So since January to today, which is April 2nd, I believe, I have listened to 47 audiobooks. 47. So, so they've become a big part of my life now. And I will not go through all of the books that I've listened to, but I will give you a recommendation of a series that I have listened to that I think are great. And it's by the author Ellery Adams, which I believe she is very popular. I like her Secret Scone Society books. I haven't finished or caught up to that series, but that is in the works. These audiobooks, I believe, are now being printed, so you should be able to get them written as well. So the series that I listen to, I'm currently on number 5, and I believe there's 7 so far. It is called The Hope Church Mysteries. I'm looking down, a couple of notes. Again, Hope Church Mysteries, and the main character, her name is Cooper, and she is a repair tech. She goes out and repairs copiers, printers, which I thought was a fascinating job. I don't think I've read anything like that for a main character in her book, so that was quite interesting. So her boyfriend leaves her, and she ends up moving in and living in an apartment on the garage of her parents' house. And she decides to join her church's Bible study group. They're called the Sunrise Bible study group. And how she learns about that is when she's out on one of her repairs, she starts talking to a woman she's repairing the copier for, and she invites her to the church. So she joins this group, but the woman doesn't show up to the group, and so they later find out that she was murdered in her home, and her husband is accused of the murder. So that begins this group's life into solving crimes, and it's really interesting. So the people in the groups, there's a web designer, there's a realtor, there's a blind folk artist, there's a meteorologist, there's a plumber, there's Cooper, who's the repair person, and it's really good series. I highly recommend it. Great characters coming in and out of the books. There's some cooking as well involved. Some of the things that are baked sound great. The downfall to an audiobook is they don't give you the recipes. But if you buy the book, the recipe is in the book. However, I also do believe that Ellery Adams is coming out with a cookbook from all her other series that there's recipes in as well. So be sure to check that out. So yeah, so in the first 5 books, I believe, are free on Audible if you're a member, but I think the other 2 are not. Don't quote me on that. But please go check out Hope Church Mysteries on Audible or Out of the Book. I do know that it is available on Amazon, but yeah, so I will include a picture at the end of the video to show you a couple of the pictures of the books that I listened to, and I hope you check them out. Again, thank you for watching, and as always, I hope that you are safe and I hope that you are loved.